Um, Good evening, members, and welcome to this evening's meeting. And welcome to those members of the public and press who've joined us this evening in the public gallery, and those watching online, where we're hosting a live stream of our proceedings this evening. In case some members of the public in the gallery wondered why there was a pause, it's because the meeting is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. And it's good that we had a few minutes in hand, but the meeting couldn't start until 7 o'clock. So we were literally waiting for the clock. And could I welcome members of my family here this evening to the public gallery. Members, if you would like to remove your jackets, please do so, because the room is rather warm. So, welcome to the annual council meeting and the mayor making ceremony. May I wish a warm welcome to our two new members, Councillors Lynn Dean and Andrew Turnock. Could I invite the two councillors to stand, please? Thank you and welcome. Thank you and welcome. I also wish a warm welcome to all those present, including members of the public and the press. Before we begin, I need to go over the usual housekeeping rules. There are no fire drills planned for this evening, so if the fire alarm sounds, please leave the building by the nearest exit and assemble in the Queen's Gardens at the front of the building. This is actually behind us here. Please do not re-enter the building until you're advised to do so. Please also ensure that your mobile phones have been switched off or are set to silent. I welcome those joining us in the public gallery here today, and I would ask that they follow any guidance and instruction given by me or by the officers present. This council meeting is being recorded. The recording will be available on the Borough Council's website. I would like to remind members that the standards of behaviour for meetings set out in the Council's standing orders apply. I would wish to take some time to remind members of the rules and protocols around speaking and actions during this meeting. No member should speak unless invited to do so by myself. If you wish to speak, please raise your hand high and keep it there until you have been acknowledged by officers and myself. Please would all members in the room use their microphones whenever they wish to speak, as without them, anyone watching online will not be able to hear you. To use the microphones, please press the button at the front and centre when invited to speak, and wait for a moment for the light on your microphone to come on. Please remember to turn your microphone off once you have finished. Members, in the interest of managing the meeting, please do not approach anyone seated at the top table for advice without first gaining agreement from myself. Should you wish to do so, please raise your hand high. Members, there are copies of the procedures for raising points during the meeting, which have been provided to the leaders and deputy leaders of the political groups, alongside the meeting guidance and checklist. Additional copies are available as needed. I would ask and require that members remain silent whilst others are speaking, and that all members respect the authority of the chair. Please could I ask at the end of the meeting to make sure that you take all your belongings and any litter, bottles and glasses with you. Finally, some members will have a related party transactions form on your desk. Please could it be completed and signed before you leave this evening, and it will be collected from your desk upon the close of the meeting. Thank you. We will now commence the business for this evening. Agenda item 1 is apologies. Do we have any apologies, please? Councillor Tagg.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I've got apologies for Councillor Burnett-Fultner and Councillor Skelding.
Thank you, Councillor Tagg. The next agenda item is agenda item number 2, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest from any members or officers in relation to any items of business contained within the agenda? No? Okay, thank you. Agenda item 3, members, is to approve the minutes of the meeting held on the 16th of April 2025. You will find these minutes on pages 5 to 14 of your main agenda. Can the minutes please be agreed? Thank you, members. Agenda item 4. Members, the first substantive item of business is to elect a mayor for the coming council year. I am aware of one nomination for this year, myself, Councillor Betley-Smith. Can I request that a member please move the nomination for Councillor Betley-Smith? Councillor Tagg.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Just lost my name tag off the desk there. I'm delighted to propose Robert Betley-Smith as Mayor of the Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme for the next municipal year. Robert has a distinguished career over many years spanning agriculture, civil service and also government agencies. His commitment to the community service here in the Borough is evident through his long-standing involvement in Betley Parish Council, where he's been a member since 2003 and chair since 2007, and also his tenure as a ward councillor for Thistlebury Ward, and serving as deputy mayor for the past year. And following the tragic death of our former mayor, councillor Barry Panther, he stood up to be mayor in April to complete Barry's term. Robert's passion for heritage, mental health and dementia support are reflected in his involvement and support for Apedale Heritage Centre and the railway, suicide prevention services in the borough, and the belong caring community at the heart of our town. Supporting him in his role this year will be his wife, Judy, as mayoress. And together they will be a dedicated team as they carry out visits and engagements across this borough as first citizens of this borough for the next year. I so move Robert Betley-Smith.
Thank you, Councillor Tagg. Is that seconded? Councillor Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, excuse me. Great pleasure to second the leader to your position of mayor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Sweeney. Are there any other nominations? Thank you. I will now ask the Chief Executive to take a vote.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members, as Councillor Betley-Smith is the only nominee, I will move to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All those against? Any abstentions? No, that's unanimous.
Thank you, members. I'm delighted to be formally elected as your mayor of the Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme for the municipal year 2025-2026. Please be seated. My first duty as your new mayor is to affirm my declaration of acceptance of office. I, Robert Betley Smith, having been elected to the office of mayor for the Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme, hereby declare that I will take the said office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties thereof according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as to the conduct which is expected of members of the Borough Council of Newcastle-under-Lyme in the performance of my functions in that office. Members, the next item of business on the agenda is to appoint a deputy mayor for the forthcoming municipal year. I have been made aware of 2 nominations. Could someone please move the nomination for Councillor Wheeldon? Councillor Tagg.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations on your appointment this evening. I'm pleased to propose Councillor Joan Wheeldon as Deputy Mayor of the Borough for Newcastle-under-Lyme for the 25-26 council year. In 2022, Joan was elected to represent the Thistleby ward following a successful career which took her around the globe. One of her previous roles was in mediation and dispute resolution for various blue chip companies. Always a good skill for someone looking to be part of the mayoral team and possibly chairing full council in the future. And this showed when Joan stepped up to chair the April full council at short notice and did a brilliant job. I'm confident Joan will be a support to you, Mr. Mayor, and will support you with distinction and dedication as deputy for the next year. I move Councillor Joan Wheeldon as deputy mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Tagg. Is that seconded? Councillor Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Can I add my congratulations, the leader, to your you becoming the mayor of the Law Nation Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme. Yeah, it gives me great pleasure to second leader to propose Joan to be the deputy mayor. I think she'll be an excellent deputy mayor. I think she'll work well with you. I think it'll be a formidable partnership, and I have great pleasure in seconding. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Sweeney. Could someone please move the nomination for Councillor Fox-Hewitt? Sorry? Councillor Stubbs, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations. It's nice to congratulate you under much happier circumstances. Mr. Mayor, it's my honour, no really it is, Mr. Mayor, it's my honour to speak on behalf of Councillor Andy Fox-Hewitt, a dedicated public servant and an exemplary candidate for the position of Deputy Mayor of Newcastle-under-Lyme Borough Council. Andy has been a steadfast advocate for our community since he was first elected as a councillor for Badwell in 2017. His commitment to public service is deeply rooted in his professional background as a firefighter with over 20 years of experience. This role has not only equipped him for the handle emergencies, but to also instilled in him a profound sense of duty and resilience. Throughout his tenure, Andy has demonstrated unwavering dedication to improving the lives of our residents. He has been actively involved in various committees, most notably the Employment Committee, and is a substitute for every committee at this council. His participation in these committees highlights his comprehensive understanding of multifaceted issues our borough faces on a daily basis, and he has a proactive approach to addressing each in turn. And his work extends beyond the council chambers. As a trade union liaison officer for the local CLP, he has been a vocal advocate for workers' rights and social justice. His efforts have been instrumental in ensuring that the voices of working people are heard and, more importantly, respected. One of Andy's most notable achievements is his relentless fight against austerity measures here in Newcastle that have adversely affected our community. He has constantly championed the need for better funding for our NHS, schools, and improved housing. His vision for a green, safe and prosperous borough is not just a promise, but a commitment backed by action. Andy's deep-rooted connection to Newcastle-under-Lyme, where he has lived for nearly 4 decades, gives him a unique perspective on the needs and aspirations of our residents. He understands the challenges we face and is dedicated to finding sustainable solutions to benefit everyone. In addition to his professional and political accomplishments, Andy is known for his approachable and compassionate nature. He is always willing to listen to the concerns of constituents and works tirelessly to address them. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life make him an ideal representative for our diverse community. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Mayor. A firefighter as deputy mayor? Will he be sliding down a pole to get to council meetings? Well, I've asked Andy not to bring the fire truck to the town hall, but he certainly brings the same level of urgency and dedication to his role as a councillor. And let us be honest, who wouldn't want someone with a firefighter's bravery and quick thinking in this role? In conclusion, Mr. Mayor, I wholeheartedly endorse Councillor Andrew Fox-Hewitt for the position of Deputy Mayor. His proven track record, commitment to public services and genuine care for our community make him the perfect candidate for this esteemed role. Let us all support Andrew in this journey to make Newcastle-under-Lyme a better place for all. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Councillor Stubbs. I'm not certain the fire truck would actually get under the barrier, but there we are. Is that seconded? Sorry. Councillor Lewis, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations on your appointment. It gives me great pleasure to formally second the nomination of Andy Fox-Hewitt to serve as Deputy Mayor for the forthcoming municipal year. Andy brings not only dedication and integrity to this chamber, but also a depth of understanding of our procedures and responsibilities that few can match. In fact, I dare say that he is perhaps the only member here who is truly conversant with the ABC of chairmanship by Lord Citrine, a gold standard in practice of orderly, fair and effective meetings. Andy also serves with distinction on our Constitutional Working Group, where his passion for fairness and inclusive participation shines through. He is a firm advocate for ensuring that all members, regardless of group or experience, have a voice and a role in shaping the community and our borough's governance. I have every confidence that he will carry out the duties of Deputy Mayor with the same commitment, clarity and care that he brings to all aspects of his public service. I am proud to second this nomination.
Thank you, Councillor Lewis. Are there any other nominations? Thank you. Councillor Wheeldon and Councillor Fox-Hewitt have now both been formally nominated for the position of Deputy Mayor for the new civic year. I will now move to the vote. I will take the candidates in the nomination order, and voting will be by a show of hands in the normal manner, please. Each elected member has 1 vote and may vote for either Councillor Wheeldon or Councillor Fox-Hewitt, or may abstain. At the end of this process, the person with the highest number of votes cast in his or her favour will be the successful candidate and be elected. All those in favour of the election of Councillor Wheeldon, please show. Thank you. All those in favour of Councillor Fox-Hewitt, please show. Are there any abstentions? Thank you. Members, I'm advised by the Chief Executive, who counted most carefully, that the vote is in favour of Councillor Wheeldon. I therefore declare that Councillor Wheeldon be appointed as Deputy Mayor for the next municipal year. I congratulate her, Joan, and look forward to working with our new Deputy Mayor. And I now invite Councillor Wheeldon to make her declaration of acceptance of office.
I, Dr. Joan Wheeldon, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor for the Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme, hereby declare that I take the said office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties thereof according to the best of my judgment and ability.
Thank you very much, Councillor Wheeldon. Would you like to say a few words, which you can either do it standing or sitting as you prefer? Thank you.
Whilst I'm on my feet, I'll stay on my feet. I would like to congratulate you, Robert, as the elected mayor. A very suitable appointment for our distinguished borough. Thank you to everyone for the support, not just recently, but throughout the 10 years since 2022 when I became a councillor. I will endeavour to support you as mayor, as deputy mayor, in your role as mayor throughout your tenure of office. And I would like to announce the appointment of my deputy consort, Ms. Susan Beeston. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Wheeldon, for your very kind words, and I very much look forward to working together. I don't think I can do that from the top table.
Go on.
Thank you. I now come to agenda item 6, and this requires me to announce my own appointments for the coming year. The first appointment which I wish to announce is that of the consort. I, Robert Betley-Smith, hereby appoint Judy Betley-Smith to be my mayoress for the next municipal year. Thank you. The next appointment I wish to make is that of my High Constable. I, Robert Betley-Smith, hereby appoint Samuel Betley-Smith as my High Constable for the next municipal year. The next appointment is that of my cadet. I, Robert Betley Smith, hereby appoint Cadet Flight Sergeant Elliot Durham to be my cadet for the next municipal year. The next appointment is that of my chaplain. I, Robert Betley Smith, hereby appoint the Reverend Tim Watson to be my chaplain for the next municipal year. The final appointment to be made is that of the mace bearers. I, Robert Betley Smith, hereby appoint Jenny Otter and Len Martin James to be my mace bearers for the next municipal year. Item 7 provides me with the opportunity to address you on my hopes and aspirations for my year of office. Firstly, I would like to thank the Council for electing me as Mayor of the loyal and ancient Borough of Newcastle-under-Lyme. I'm very honoured to have even been considered for this office, let alone to be elected as your Mayor. Given such office is not something I expected, even after I'd been asked to stand for election as a Borough Councillor in May 2022. Bearing in mind my old school motto, Nisi Dominus Frustra, without the Lord, it is in vain. Having been elected as your Mayor, I give you my word that I will commit to carrying out my duties in a polite and professional manner, as you would expect, and hopefully with a touch of humour. I'll do it to the best of my ability for the benefit of our loyal and ancient borough. I will attempt to lead by example, whether in this chamber or in our wider community. Last year was overshadowed by the tragic death of our Mayor, Councillor Barry Panter. And whilst many tributes have already been paid to Barry, I feel it is important to mention him here today, particularly as there can be no address from a retiring Mayor. The role of Mayor is vital to our borough's heritage, and I promise to do my utmost in my mayoral year to make the borough proud of our heritage and put Newcastle-under-Lyme firmly on the map. I will do this in my own unique, innovative, and imitable way. As far as heritage is concerned, apart from my two chosen charities, I will be looking to support and promote the Brampton Museum, the Apedale Heritage Centre, and the Apedale Railway, and I will seek to be involved in their events. You'll be interested to know that I've restored our book, known as The Role of Mayors, to its rightful place in the Mayor's Parlour, with the script of 1766, when a mayor died in office, being used against Barry Panter's entry. My chosen charities are Belong Newcastle-under-Lyme and Papyrus UK. I have selected Belong, based in Stanier Street, as the charity in the dementia area. Belong provides sheltered accommodation and care home facilities, along with care services, respite opportunities and daycare, all of which are essential for those affected by dementia and those who care for them. For more information, just type Belong Newcastle-under-Lyme into your search engine. I have selected Papyrus UK a charity focused on prevention of suicide in the young. Whilst the monies raised during the year are divided between the charities, I will be undertaking one specific fundraiser for Papyrus, which will be a walk around the 85-mile boundary of the borough. As far as putting Newcastle-under-Lyme firmly on the map is concerned, I hope the concept of one mayor meandering round the borough's boundary will do just that. For more information about the charity, just type Papyrus UK into your search engine. My charity ball, which is the major fundraising event, will be held on Saturday, the 21st of March 2026 in Keele. The role of Mayor is ambassadorial, promoting the borough throughout Staffordshire and further afield, whilst importantly supporting the residents, charitable organisations, groups and businesses of our loyal and ancient borough, by recognising the work they do in so many different ways. The Mayor is also President of the borough's District Scouts, so another aim is to visit each of our 14 Scout groups and 4 Explorer groups during the year. Accounts of all our engagements, adventures and various fundraising activities can be found on my Facebook page. Simply search Mayor of Newcastle-under-Lyme. Information, of course, about significant events and fundraising will also be posted on the Mayor's official civic Facebook page. And I thank you again for your support. Thank you. I would now like to invite Beatrice Panther, to come forward and receive her ex-mayoress badge, and also to accept a badge on behalf of her late husband, former Mayor, Councillor Barry Panther.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support the last few months have been hard. But I thank you all for your help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did we not have some? Sorry, could I just adjourn the meeting, please? Thank you, members, for your patience. Not everything's scripted, but it doesn't always quite go to the script. So I'm now moving to agenda item 8. Members, the next item on the agenda is to appoint the members, chairs and vice chairs of committees. The report can be found on pages 15 to 23 of your agenda. The appendix has been tabled. Councillor Simon Tagg, can I ask you to introduce the report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And I'd like to back what you said earlier about the new councillors who will obviously take their place on some of these committees. So I'd like to personally welcome Councillor Dean and Councillor Turnock to the council. Members that will note there is an extra appointment this year, and that is for nomination for the Armed Service Covenant Champion. Previously, that was Councillor Barry Panter, so we will need to appoint now for the next year, and those are included in the list that has been published. So I would move the recommendations that we appoint the committees and the chairs and vice chairs in the usual manner. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Tagg. Councillor Sweeney, would you please second the report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Happy to second that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Sweeney. Please can the nominations to the committees be agreed? I see consensus around the room, so we'll take that as agreed. The next is the nomination to chairs and vice chairs of committees. Members, I'm proposing that we should take all the nominations en bloc, which I hope you'll agree to. So I'm going to call, first of all those in favour of the Conservative nominees being appointed. Thank you. All those against? Thank you. Were there any abstentions? No. Thank you. Again, I'm advised by the Chief Executive, who counted carefully, that the Conservative nominations have been accepted. Thank you. Agenda item 9 is appointments to outside bodies. Members, this is to appoint some vacant seats on the outside bodies. The report can be found on pages 25 to 41 of your agenda. The report is to notify the council of any changes that need to be made to the representatives on outside bodies. I will ask the leader, Councillor Simon Tagg, to speak to this item. Councillor Tagg, will you please introduce your report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Obviously, similar to our previous item, appointments to outside bodies for those that have changed. Obviously, new members have come on and replacement members are needed for others. So I'm not going to say anything more other than it is there in the report attached. I will move those appointments be made. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Tagg. Councillor Sweeney, would you like to second that?
I'd be happy to second that, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Sweeney. Again, members, with your agreement, I propose to take the appointments en bloc. So all those in favour? Against? Thank you. The nominations have been agreed. Members, agenda items 10 and 11 relate to urgent business and confidential business. I have no urgent or confidential business that needs to be considered this evening. Therefore, that concludes the business for this meeting, and I therefore declare the meeting closed. For those of you not joining me at my civic reception at Keel Hall, may I wish you a safe journey home and hope that everyone enjoys their rest of the evening. So thank you very much.